Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. Really not a great card, but these last three fights I am actually very interested in. Manuel Torres had I believe it was the Sphere. He fought on like a no-chick card and got, like, was it knocked out by Ignacio Bahamondes? If it was,
He's been
if
getting. I mean, Gene Silva got a doctor stoppage over him. Matt Frivola, dude's been getting passed around like a soda on a hot summer day lately.
Torres has had a little bit of a rough time, but Dober got really beat up by Gene Silva. Like, took his lunch money and his girlfriend beat up by Gene Silva. One of the big things I saw with the Torres fight was just he was outreached. It felt like Torres could not reach Bahamondes. Dober, meanwhile, 3-inch reach disadvantage. Torres, much more active. I think he's a better grappler. I'm really surprised to see he's the underdog. And unfortunately, there's some reverse line movement here, too. 62% of the bets on Torres, 66% of the money, so 4% sharp money. And he moved from a minus 105 to a plus 100. So everything from a betting standpoint there says to take Dober, that you should go the opposite way. But man, I just don't see. And I think part of the reason that they might be thinking this is Dober he's the Crimson Chin, man. He's just so
Yeah.
hard to knock out, so tough. And then Torres feels like he gets knocked down every single fight. But man, he's just so active and moves forward. This one is so tough for me, Bobby. I really want to take Manuel Torres. The line is really scaring me, though.
Sorry, you
I
asked me about Torres. I was reading you Drew Dober. Drew Dober was the one that was getting passed
Yeah,
around like a hot soda on a hot day because John Silva and all that. Yeah, it was Bahamondes. Manuel Torres's last loss was his last fight this past September. He lost to Bahamondes. But before that, really good
he's doing
finish
pretty good.
over Frank Camacho, really good finish over Chris Duncan, really good finish over Nicholas Mata. So yeah, that's been his first three UFC fights, all finishes, all round one. The only hiccup was that Bahamondes fight last September. So yeah,
I guess I'm gonna stay on Torres here. I'll do Torres money line, but like I said, the Vegas movement is really scaring me on this fight. So my personal money, I might stay off of this one. And once again, in DFS, Dober might be worth. Well, Torres is going to be the cheaper option, but really both these guys at minus 120 and plus 100 are probably going to be right there at that corner where you start changing the odds from underdog to favorite. I think both of them are pretty good plays here, but they're seen on the screen right now. Everything is green on the Torres side. He's better at every single category. So what do you think, Bobby?
yeah, this one's hard and very confusing from a better perspective. I mean,
Yeah.
Torres has the 73-inch reach, so 3-inch reach advantage over Dober's 70. Also has the height advantage. He's 5'10. Dober's listed at 5'8. He has the youth advantage. You mentioned all the other striking differentials and everything else are displayed on the screen for the fans that are watching our show right now. Everything's green for Torres. Everything's red, which obviously is bad for Dober. Dober has the wear and tear. He's 27-14. He's coming off one win in his last, four fights, those three losses, one being, I mean, dude, Matt Frivola should not be finishing you in
I
2023 by
know.
strikes. John Silva, no shame there. No shame to Hanato Moricano, but I mean, he's been in the UFC so long. The dude's been in the UFC since 2013. He made his debut, started off rocky, two-fight skid, won, overturned, no contest against Silva, lost, 1-1, lost, 1-1-1, lost, 1-1-1, lost, like so spotty. He'll string together a three-fight win streak, then he'll lose. And now he's 1-3, and it's like, man, this guy's been around for so long. So obviously that experience does help, but it comes with that wear and tear. It comes with all that
Yes.
damage. It comes with the age disadvantage at this weight class. So yeah, I mean, honestly, for all those reasons, it's kind of making me fall more into Torres because right now I have Torres at a plus 100, and that's
Yeah.
just insane to me because of
Yeah.
all those things that we just talked about. So that is just insanity. That is just wild.
I'll get it.
62% of bets are on Torres, 38% on Dober. So, like you're saying, Vegas doesn't necessarily want to pay that out, but it's like, could this be the example of the hype job and the bright young prospect getting a reality check by the grizzled vet? Sure, but damn, man, that's
I mean,
tough, especially
Torres
when,
just lost. You know, like
yeah,
it doesn't make any sense to me. And this is moving, Bobby. Torres
yeah.
was minus 105 last night, and this money's coming in, and he's getting to be an even bigger dog.
It's got to be the name value of Dober. Most people probably know him, have tuned in for since he's been around for so long. They recognize him. They know he is in bangers, regardless of whether he wins or loses. He does put on entertaining, crazy fights. It's got to be those factors, man, because I just don't understand how you can have a guy with a reach advantage, a youth advantage, a striking differential, a striking accuracy advantage, the takedown, like everything's green
Yeah.
on the screen for this man, and everything's red for Dober, and he's at all these disadvantages. What was your method on it and everything? Would you roll with?
I I just want money line. So I'm getting
Yeah.
Torres at plus 100. I'm just taking it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get greedy. That's how I'm rolling too.